Back, another video. Hopefully we start getting back into some content now, because it's all back to normal, even though lockdown's happening again, hence there's literally been no cars on the road. But anyway, we're in the car and we're going to the workshop because I mentioned a couple of videos ago I have a water leak, and as most things go when fixing a car, you do something to make it better and it makes it worse, and that's exactly what happened with this. So I bought, it turns out it was the O-ring seals in the header tank. Now I couldn't get the O-rings, so I thought, oh, I know, we've got some O-rings at work, I'll put them in. Yeah, that made it worse. So I put it back together with the original O-rings. That made it even worse because I unsettled the seals, and so I had to buy a new header tank. And obviously I've drained the coolant quite a few times and this upset the seal in the drain plug. So today, now the O-rings aren't leaking in the header tank because it's got a new one, and the drain plug's leaking. We're going to fix the drain plug today, so it means draining the coolant all out again, because I'm literally dripping everywhere. Like if I park anywhere there's a puddle. So shh, don't tell anyone. But yeah, so we're going to fix that today. See what else needs doing to it as well. Might do a bit of rust prevention because it needs it, let's be honest. It's old glass all over the road. Today's jobs: fix the car. That's basically it. Fix the car and possibly do an unboxing. So we will see you inside the workshop with the car over the pit, ready to have its water drained again. Right everyone, car is over the pit, ready to be worked on. Now let me show you the culprit for all of you who didn't really understand what I was on about when I said the drain plug, because a lot of cars don't have it. You just sort of take the bottom hose off. But let me show you, because it's quite a good system. So let's just get under the car and have a look at all the rustiness, which it doesn't really have. But anyway, right, radiator, fan, and here, up there, that's the header tank I replaced. Now, you see that blue bit there? Now, for all you eagle-eyed E46 enthusiasts, you'll notice that is snapped off. Now, that doesn't matter because there is an Allen key attachment up in it. Now, that is what's leaking. So I'm guessing something that the seal's gone, or it's got old and tired and the threads are maybe knackered or something like that. But anyway, as a temporary fix, because I can't get one at the moment because for some reason all the parts suppliers want to supply me this whole thing, which is understandable because it like clips on the radiator and then hoses go to it and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is take it out.
Hi.
And hi! There's an Annie up there.
Hi.
In a little pink 6 to 1 out hat. Yeah, so I'm going to take it out, which means draining all the water and it's going to go all down here. And I'm going to wrap some PTFE tape around it. And for all of you who don't know what PTFE is, it's for sealing stuff up like air lines, water leaks, all that sort of stuff. But it's going to be ideal for this, just for a temporary fix until I can source just that part, because this is new anyway. This is all new anyway, because it was new when I had a new rad. So I don't really want to replace it. But that is the OEM original one. We're going to do that. Now, while I'm under here, we're going to have a quick look and just butchers everything, because it's always good to have a look. There you go, exhaust. So tired under here, I'm exhausted. But yeah. For all of you who know, obviously I've done stuff to the exhaust of my car. Now, if you look back, it looks very stock. You've got four cats. You've got two up in the headers. You've got two cats there, a resonator up there. But as you come back, there is no silencer. No, for loads of noises, because all I've done was got some 2 2¼ inch pipe, put over that, welded it on, welded some nice brackets on, and welded that up there. So it is absolutely spotty dog. But one thing it does need to go on the back of this is all these need replacing, and the anti-roll bar needs doing. Now the bushes aren't gone or anything, it's just weak, so I want to get a new one. So I'm hoping I can get like IBAC ones or something like that. But I have been told that it all looks good up in there, doesn't it? It's a bit rusty, but he's not rotten through. I have been told that if you want to upgrade without actually doing too much to it and spending loads on like an IBAC Pro kit or anything like that, the best thing to do is get a M3 convertible rear sway bar. Apparently, I'm not sure if it works, but it might be worth looking into before I do it, because my front anti-roll bar goes clunk, 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 clunk. So, of course, it's a bit sunny. It's nice today. So bright. Can't get out of the sun. Can't get out of the sun. There we go. Today, I also want to lower the back of the car, because it's a bit high, and I think the rake needs to just come down at the back, give it a bit more flat. Also, does mean I'll have to roll the arches a bit more. But at the moment, I'm not driving it hard because it's winter, so it'd be absolutely fine. That can be all done in spring, ready for some track days, because I was talking to Catch My Drift, put his name up here. Yeah, I was talking to him, and I want to do a few collabs, like track days and drift days and stuff like that, so that'd be really cool. Obviously, I'm not going to drift my car, but I'll take it on track, no problem at all. As long as I can get it fixed in time anyway. That's the plan, that's what we're going to do. Let's get cracking. Let's get the water out of the thing. Annie's going to film while I do that, isn't you? I think, because I'm probably going to get quite dirty. So, but anyway, right, let's get on with it. Right then, there's coolant literally everywhere. A lot of it's dried out actually, which is nice, but it's all down. Look, it's all down here. Look, it's all wet up here and everything from where it's been leaking and blowing back on the motorway. So, right, we have that to drain the coolant from. So what I'm going to do is just move that along a bit, so that's sort of underneath. Now inside of the drain plug there's an Allen key thing, so we've got Allen key sort of fitting thing. So I'm going to find out which one it is. I think it's that one, which is a 5mm. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. I got it. I got it. Now, I have been told that in here, up in the top, is like a T-piece that stops the drain plug coming out, which is no good because I need to take the drain plug out. But apparently, if you just yank them a bit, it snaps them and the two bits come out, which is ideal because drain plug needs to come out, so I can PTF it and put it back in. Another thing I need to do quickly that I've just remembered is get a clamp and put it on there, so all the coolant from up there doesn't come out. So 2 seconds and I'm back. Got a clamp. So what we're going to do, if you come in a bit closer so you can see, is this clamp, this hose here, right? That one. Right, we're going to do that, clamp it up, and then what that does is you do it that way. My bad. And then that holds the coolant there, and all that bit will be let out, which is absolutely fine. But it also, because it creates like almost a vacuum, I think. I don't know, but it stops a lot of the coolant from the top hose coming out as well. But anyway, I'm about to get wet, so let's roll up sleeves. I haven't put any overalls on because I don't really want to today, because I wear them all week and I haven't got a clean pair. So let's just take this out now. It's probably going to spray everywhere. So I am just going to now, it's going on the floor, but the only good thing about that is it is warm. There we go. There we go. They don't break. Now that has just made life so much easier. You don't know how much easier that's made it. But while that's running, right, if I take this off, look. Let's just hold that there. It's the only problem with having a deep pit. This is the new pit, so it's the only problem with having a deep one really is it does make it harder to do like oil drains and stuff like that, because there's obviously a lot further for it to go. But anyway, that is your drain bug. Now, you see it snapped off, which is a bit of a pain. It used to be a little screwdriver fitting on top, but it's good because it's got an Allen key in the end. I think this seal is gone. That's the little T-piece I was on about that you can break, but I didn't actually realise. Don't break. It'll just go dunk and come out, which is ideal. Well done BMW for that. So I'm going to replace the O-ring. I'm also going to PTFE that and screw it back in, and then put that coolant through a filter, and then put it back in because it's warm. I'm going to have to rev the car, get it nice and hot, because that will obviously get the pressure in there. I'm probably going to run it around the yard. Once it's up to temperature and I know it's not really leaking, and then we'll get it back over the pit, just double check it. And fingers crossed, and toes crossed, and whatever else you can cross, arms crossed, legs crossed. Tie the thing in between your legs in a knot for all I care. As long as that don't leak, I'm happy. And then we'll move on to dropping the back of the car down a bit, because that won't take too long. But yeah, spot on so far. Let's go see if we can find an O-ring. All nice and dry, which makes it easier to, I don't know whether it makes it easier to change the O-ring or not, but it's easier to grip it so you can change the O-ring. I'm just going to clean the threads up. So the PTFE tape we're going to, now this is not a permanent fix. So for all of you watching, going, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. Temporary fix, just till I can get a new one. Because trying to find one of those without the actual like bit it clips onto, it's just a ball ache. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack where someone actually hasn't put a needle in. Right, that's that off. So right now we need to match up the O-ring. Now yes, I think it is that one as well. Now these O-rings are a little thicker by the looks of things. Too small. Do you know, I think it might be this one. So another one up. I think it's that one. But what we'll do is we'll put it on and we'll try it. I wish I bought my GoPro, because what I was going to do was perfect, nice tight fit in, lovely job. Yeah, what I was going to do, I'll show you because it's cool. Right, what I was going to do was, obviously, right, I like driving a truck. I don't have a license, but I drive around the yard. It's private property, it's perfectly fine. I don't drive on the road, so it's fine. But in there is a massive turbo. It's like 100mm or something like that. It's quite a big turbo. So what I thought about doing was mounting a GoPro like here, stick it on there or whatever, and then taking a truck around the yard, but having obviously the GoPro facing in so you can hear the turbo noise, because I think that'd be sick. But I forgot the GoPro, and I don't really want to put this camera on the truck because I don't think my suction cup will stick to the paint very well.
You forgot the suction cup as well.
I forgot the suction cup as well. But either way, the paint is terrible, so I wouldn't have stuck it to it anyway. GoPro is different. If it falls off, it's sort of an action camera anyway, isn't it? So it'll be fine. But right, let's well, we've got any heat shield in here. That's all painted. We're going to get that gold wrapped as well today, which would be really good.
I didn't bring the gold wrap.
No, it's in the back of my car.
No, it's not.
It is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's in the back of my car, so don't you worry. But right, that's going to go on. with my latest purchase, which I'm so excited about. Well, I'm ridiculously excited about it. I can't actually wait. We're gonna do some shooting tomorrow with it. So, hint, hint. It's not a gun, but I'm not gonna do any shooting. Right, so.
Whoa. Whoa.
Right, this is PTFE tape.
Whoa, and again.
And again, what are you doing? Right, this is PTFE tape, look. Very thin, and it's 4 threads, just like that. Right, with PTFE, obviously on a thread, you screw it in that way. Righty, tighty. So for all of you who don't know how to screw a thread in, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. Or if it's a left-hand thread, righty, loosey, lefty, tighty. That's gonna get you, isn't it? Right, so if I screw it in that way, it means the end of the tape has got to go that way, so it goes with the thread. Thread. Oh, thread. Apart from I can't grab the PTFE because I've got gloves on because I'm an animal flid. So what you got? Oh no. Oh no. I really didn't want that to happen. So what you do is you put it on like that, and then you pull it nice and tight, like that. And as you screw it in, like that's probably enough for this because obviously it's a small application. But that's fine. We will come back and sort that out there. What a donk, honestly, what a donk. But hey, it's light, it happens, doesn't it? So now what we gotta do, and we gotta get the Allen key, shove it in there, like that, and then we've got to go put it back in, fill it with water, and then get down on your knees, put your hands together, and pray to the car gods that it don't leak anymore. So, cut to the pit. Right, Allen key, and we got our little drain plug. So now, we just got to put it up in that hole. Now, it is dripping still, which is a bit of a pain, but not really a problem. So what we're going to do now is if I come down here, I don't want to get too close to the camera. So what I'm going to do is put that back up in there. Now, it is a bit iffy, that. It's not the best driver in the world, but that doesn't matter because it doesn't have to be murder tight. So what we're going to do, put that back up in the hole, like that. And you hear a click. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to screw that back up in there and hope to God it seals, because although it seals when it's cold, yes, but when it's hot and there's loads of pressure in it, it horses out. I will show you the puddle outside because it is quite a substantial puddle, and it was only parked there for 5 minutes. Damn it, got the blooming thing stuck, haven't I? Because it's very close to being rounded off, which is annoying. I might have to go put some more PTFE on that, actually. I just got dripped on. Right, I'm going to go put some more PTFE on and I'll be back in a sec. More PTFE. More thread clogging ability, which is basically what it does. So, right. I wish it stopped dripping, because I'll tell you what, it will drip. Hang on, 2 seconds. Let me just put that up in there, because that might actually stop it.
No, it's got faster.
It's making a beat on the bottom. I can hear it. It sounds like not quite that quick. Right, are we ready? Are we going to see if it works? God, I hope it works. Ah. Feels better. That's a bit of a problem. Because it's just, that's the only trouble with plastic, see? It's so weak. That wants to be a metal drain bung, really. It has stopped leaking, which is good. Ooh-wee. Let's give it a mop up. I just can't really see, to be honest. This is where it's no better than it was before or something like that. Now, I don't want to screw it up too much, because for when I get the real part. I'm just going to find another screwdriver. So when I come back, I'll have another screwdriver. So hang on, I want to do that thing. So when I come back, I'm going to be in exactly the same position, but I'll have a screwdriver in this hand. Ready? Screwdriver. So hopefully this time it fits up in there. Oh, it does. Oh, it does. If I push nice and hard, I still can't actually do it up. Now while I was out, I did get Torx 40 to try and sort of do it up as well. It's got a couple more grippy bits on it, so it should do it that little bit tighter. But it doesn't. So what we're going to do instead is start it. We're going to put the coolant back in. The test will be to undo that. Right, we'll have to see how we get on. So let's put the coolant back in and go from there, I think. That's all we can do at the moment, because I'm not sure that works. To pour this through it, now I've got a bit of cloth on there just to filter out all the big bits if there's any dirt in there, but the barrel was clean beforehand, so it should be fine. I need the last little drop. Right, let that all go through. Yep, nice. It's all warm and lots of loveliness. So what we're going to do now is pour that in there. See if we can get all this in one, shall we? I'm going to top it up, run the car at temperature. It should still be fairly warm anyway. It hasn't been sat for too long. It's only been sat for sort of an hour. And as you know, these things hold their temperature quite well. It might need bleeding up a little bit, but the engine, as I clamp that hose, it should have stopped a lot of the water coming out the block. So all the coolant should still be in the engine. All still nice and warm. I don't know where the lid's gone. All still nice and warm, so we shouldn't have any trouble with it needing to be bled up. Might just have to top it up tomorrow or something if this works, because obviously you can't really top it up when it's hot, because it'll go and go everywhere. So it's dry. It's dry at the moment. Fingers crossed. Right, car is running. Now, at the moment, it's dry. It's nearly up to temperature as well, which is good. Obviously, when it's up to temperature, it's got the most pressure in it. So, oh God, I hope it works. Let's see what the gauge is at now. Nearly at full temperature. So what I'm going to do, sit in the car, and I'm just going to hold the revs up. On about 2 grand. And then, well, if I go in here actually, a bit quieter. Hold up about 2 grand, and then that's pumping the coolant round. Might not be around yet, but also get it a bit, leave it like that for a sec, and then I'm going to go and check underneath. I really don't want it to leak, because I'm fed up with leaking. I've gone through, what, 4 litres of fluid this week, like actual coolant, which is, it's expensive stuff. I mean, it's concentrates, it's fine, I can just dilute it, but that's not the point. It shouldn't leak. I shouldn't really be driving it, to be fair, but I haven't got another form of transport to get to work. I could have used Annie's car, but her car needs the intake shield put back on, so I don't really want to drive it. Also, I feel bad when I drive Annie's car, because it's her fuel, her car, her tyres, you know, wear and tear on her car. But yeah, right, I'm going to go check underneath. Scared I wasn't clear of the pit then. I was thinking, oh no, the front's going to go in it. Right, I'm going to take the car around the yard and get it nice and hot and put it back over the pit. I know it's at the temperature, but everything else isn't hot. So we can get it nice and hot, put it back over the pit, check it, and then we're going to get some lunch.
Here is the coolant leak from earlier. Quite a reasonable size puddle.
And he's going to be brave and drive over the pit. You're all right. You're all right. Make sure those back wheels are on as well. Can't really see very well from there. The sun's in the background, so bright. Right, everyone. Right, let's have a look under the car and see if it's fixed. Now, from the looks of things, it's obviously that little bugger there. That little thing there. Right. From the looks of things, it's right at the temperature. It looks really good and it's not leaking. Obviously, all this water around here was from earlier, so I'm going to get some brake cleaner on it, just get the worst of it off. Obviously, coolant stays everywhere because it's sticky and it's a nightmare. I'd call that a success for now, but obviously time will tell. Going along the motorway, because obviously it gets nice and hot, it's up temperature up for a long period of time, so we'll soon find out. Right, should we shut up and go get some lunch, come back and just double check it again? Yeah?
A few moments later.
Right, just got back from Tesco's, just had lunch, and 7 fried chicken pasta. It was quite nice. Not what I really wanted, but they didn't have a lot there, to be fair, did they? But anyway, doesn't matter because we just put the car over the pit. Literally as soon as we got back, and it was running because it was nice and up to temperature. We've been some hard throttle, light throttle, so everything was nice and warm, and fixed it. It's not leaking anymore. Whether it's the O-ring, whether it's the PTFE tape, I don't know, but either way, it's fixed, and I'm much happier now. Obviously, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. We shall see what happens over the next couple of days. I've got to drive into work Monday, but then I'm using the van for the rest of the week because I'm on call, so the car will be sat here. I will check it, obviously, when it's cold on Monday before I come home, just in case anything's leaked out, and I will check it tomorrow as well. Just keep an eye on it, because obviously I don't want anything to happen to it, really. I don't really want to blow my engine up. I need a new engine anyway, to be honest, because it's a bit wore out, that one, isn't it? But for now, it doesn't matter, because coolant leak's fixed, so I'm not going to go through another 4 litres like I have done the last week. Well, success was had today. Now, you see a puddle, didn't you, under the car when we were at Tesco's? Now, I think it was coming out of here, because when the coolant shoots that way, it hits that and goes down in there. That bit goes down through there and comes out these holes. Anyway, I think that's what that was, so yeah, it's nothing to worry about. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Me and Annie want to say big happy birthday to Kat. We mentioned her in our last video with the pumpkins. So if you want to go watch that, I'll put a link in the description below. Yeah, happy birthday, Kat. Have a great day.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, that's it for today's video, isn't it? There'll be quite a few little videos coming in the next couple of weeks, which will be good. But for the meantime,
That's a wrap.
yeah, that's a wrap.
A tortilla wrap.
No, not a tortilla wrap. What's it got in it?
You, because you're a lemon. Well, you don't put lemons into tortilla wraps.
No. What? I don't know. Right.
It's been a long day.
The thing is, it hasn't. It's only 4 o'clock, and you've only been up since 10.
I'm tired.
You're tired.
Movie night.
Yeah. I don't know what to watch though. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right. That's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Royal Collective out.